So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. Pushing through taking it right down Broadway. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Ready? Check, no!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Come on. Hey! Dragon 60. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jordan Phillips busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
18 rattling. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Panther 11. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 65 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the game for Adams, so he's got a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready, go. Hey, hey. Check.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Second and 4. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Well, they'll send Adams in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
Here we go. Check. Go check. Go check. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have him pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Come on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And take it right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Check smash.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Meanwhile, Willis, that's taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. And he will have a Titans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And he will have a Titans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Here's Willis now off the play fake. That's to the tight end, Wiley. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
18-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Willis is going to throw once more. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a sec. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Malik Willis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Now back to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Last play of the half, Willis. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Stopped by Jacorian Bennett.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Play action. Here's Willis. It's caught by OBJ. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They go play action with Willis. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. Ready.
Now Willis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready. Go.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Ready.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play.
Here we go. Here we go. Warriors 70.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Come on, come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now Willis to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Third down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Got it. Ready?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Okay, ready?
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, check that.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Henry going to have a Titans 1st down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line.
Hey, smash Bronco!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they get the guard, John Runyon. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Get it! Third! Ready!
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, it's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Willis on a bootleg. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's 2nd and 10. Willis with a quick throw out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Willis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded inside the 5. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't in.
And now here is another interception. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
They'll take over first down.
Hold it set.
To go at the 6-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready?
And they take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Tennessee, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.